O'Brien is back at it again. This time, he traded the 57th overall pick for wide receiver Brandin Cooks from the LA Rams. And let me just say this. One of my stream viewers, Samuel, called this move about 2 weeks ago. Like, he was saying, oh, the Texans are going to get Brandin Cooks. I was like, why? He was like, oh, because Jack Easterby on Twitter keeps retweeting Brandin Cooks. And I'm like, I mean, it's whatever. But here we are. Brandin Cooks is in Houston. The Texans get Brandin Cooks and a 2022 fourth round pick from the Rams. And the Texans give up the 57th overall pick for Brandin Cooks. Now, look. I'm not gonna talk about DeAndre Hopkins. This does not in any way, shape, or form make up for the terrible DeAndre Hopkins trade, because the Texans still could have easily got way more out of DeAndre Hopkins, in my opinion. I'm just gonna talk about this move on its own, what I think about the move on its own. And personally, I think it's a good move, and it's something that, I kind of expected the Texans to do. Not necessarily trading for a wide receiver or trading for Brandin Cooks in particular, but getting another fast wide receiver. If you've been showing up to my live stream, people always ask me, oh, Sticky, what about, T. Higgins or, Laviska Shenault? I'm like, nope, they're not that fast. Rager or Ayuk, maybe even Mims. Because I knew that the Texans wanted speed, because literally the only thing wrong with DeAndre Hopkins is he isn't the fastest guy out there. Like, he's not, and we all know that. He's still an outstanding receiver, the best wide receiver in the NFL without a doubt. But he's not fast. And, we went up to KC and they tore us up with all that speed from Sammy Watkins, Tyreek Hill, Robinson, Mecole Hardman. They have all this speed, so I guess Bill O'Brien saw that and was like, you know what? We need to get Deshaun Watson some speedy receivers that can gain separation quick and can get open immediately. So here comes Brandin Cooks. Now, obviously, I do have some concerns, and one of them being the cap hit for 2020. Brandin Cooks is making like 16.7 mil in 2020. So that's a lot in my opinion. And he also does have a history of concussion, so he's clearly not as durable as DeAndre Hopkins. And, since he does have that big cap hit, that kind of raises the question, is Will Fuller gonna be gone, like, pretty soon? Because, we're paying Cooks 17 mil almost. We're paying Fuller 10 mil. And then we're paying Stills like 7 mil. So that's 34 mil to 3 wide receivers. And then you add in the newly signed Randall Cobb. For 4 wide receivers, you're paying like, what? 43 mil. 43 mil for 4 wide receivers. I'm not too sure if, I'm okay with that. And I'm not too sure if the Texans are okay with that either. Because that's too much money being invested into one position, in my opinion. So I wouldn't be shocked if Will Fuller is traded here pretty soon, or maybe even Kenny Stills, because we already know, we just traded for Cook, so he's obviously on the team. We just signed Cobb, so he's obviously on the team. So I wouldn't be shocked if Will Fuller is on the way out, since dude can't stay healthy, unfortunately. But I'm kind of hoping that they do keep all 4, because Jesus Christ, dude, imagine all the speed we'd have. Brandin Cooks and Will Fuller, they're really fast, like legitimate burners. And Randall Cobb is fast out of the slot. Kenny Stills, he's not Will Fuller fast. He ain't Brandin Cooks fast, but he's still fast. And you got Kiki QT if he gets, himself together. He's fast too. We're a fast team. We got fast players. Players that can get open immediately and make life easy for Deshaun. And, people have always been asking me, like, since we traded D-Hop, who's going to be the new number one receiver? And I always thought the same thing. There is going to be no new number one receiver. It's just going to be a bunch of good wide receivers, and Deshaun will throw to whoever's open. And, with all the receivers we have, I think that's going to be the case. It's just, a bunch of good wide receivers. Obviously, none of them as good as D-Hop, because D-Hop is a beautiful monster beast. But, yeah. Overall, though, I am satisfied with this trade. Happy that they didn't trade the 40th overall. They traded away 57. And Brandin Cooks is better than any wide receiver we could have took at 57. And at 40, well, you already know now it's going to be a defensive lineman or, edge rusher. That's what it's going to be. But, yeah, I am very satisfied with this move. Happy about it. But on the back of my head, I'm also a little bit concerned about Will Fuller and Kenny Stills, because I do like Kenny Stills and Will Fuller, man. But, yeah, who knows? Comment down below what you guys think of this trade. Do you like it? Do you hate it? What would you rate it? Comment down below if you know where that reference is from. And, yeah, be sure to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.